So by far on my channel, one of the most frequently asked questions I get, there's two frequently asked questions, but one is impossible for me to answer. And the second we're going to be answering today. The first impossible answer to question is, what's my favorite song? I have no idea. Like, I've heard so many songs, and there's so many songs and that I like, that it's just impossible to say that my favorite song, you know. I can tell you my favorite song of me at the moment, and the thing is, like, they change. I have a song that I listen to a lot, and then it changes, and then it changes, and it changes. I can't tell you my all-time favorite song. I think personally my all-time favorite song of my music, I would probably say Forever and Always. I really like that song a lot. But of other people, there's no way I could tell you that. It's impossible. But the second question that I could tell you is my favorite artist, all-time favorite artist, hands down. That's an easy question. This artist I've listened to since I've been in middle school, and I've listened to them all the way through middle school, all the way through high school, my 1 year of college, and now my 7 years of being a professional musician. They're the kind of artists that I could just throw on any day, any time of day, and like they have something, and I'm pumped. And now they're different because they haven't released music recently all that much, and even the music they have listened to, I'm not that huge of a fan of. So I'm a fan of their older stuff. And this band is The Fray. I'm a huge fan of their first two albums, the How to Save a Life album and their self-titled The Fray album. Hands down, my favorite artist. I love it. I could listen to them while I'm in the car. I could listen to them when I'm on a run. I could listen to them when I'm just chilling. I think everything, you know, for everything from their songs, obviously How to Save a Life, Over My Head, You Found Me, Never Say Never, Look After You, She Says, or She Is, like all these songs, like they never get old to me, and I love them. And I think that they heavily inspired my music and my songwriting. Maybe not so much like it's super noticeable, but I think that just listening to them, I think that their style had to have influenced my music in some way, shape, or form. They're one of those artists that, like, it would be a dream to do a song with them. Unbelievable dream. I couldn't even fathom, like, you know, there are some artists that I put out a video a couple months ago, and I'll probably do another video like this of artists that I would love to work with. But The Fray is like, I'd be like a kid, you know, like, oh my gosh, The Fray, you know what I mean? Like, they're the best. Now, a second runner-up that's very close, but not, like, doesn't have that nostalgia. Actually, The Fray is even one of the first songs I learned on the piano. I learned the piano before I learned the guitar, and some of their songs are even the first songs that I even learned on that. So they go back, way back in my music career. Hard to compete with that, but the second artist that I really actually like a lot, it doesn't have the full nostalgia of like 15 years of listening to them, but it does, they are played a lot by me, and I like them a lot. I really like that band. Is in 1975. Their writing style, Maddie's Healing Emotions, like who's the lead singer, the way that they play as a band together live. And I missed that one town over, they had a concert. They were probably still touring the 1975 album, so their self-titled album, a long time ago, 2014 or 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there. And I didn't know who they were yet. They weren't huge yet, you know, like they were kind of just still in their beginning phases, you know, with like Chocolate, and like I regret not going to go see them. I mean, next time they're around, I would love to see them live. And I love that Maddie Healing's writing style impresses me so much. The musicality in there, the guitar work, like Ross the bassist is probably the most underrated bassist, and I don't like that word actually. So many people on the channel, like, where this person's super famous and like, oh, they're so underrated. I'm like, dude, they're still number, like, you know, they're still charting on the Apple charts. Like, I don't know if you can really say that they're underrated if they're charting. Whereas I think underrated means you can, like, they're not talked about. So I find that kind of funny. But those are two artists that are my favorite artists. The Fray all time. 1975 comes in the second close, but I don't know. I'd love to know your favorite artist in the comments below. I'm curious who makes it to the end of my video. So if you made it to the end of the video, drop a like, comment or a emoji in there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless and peace out.